Wait. Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Chico and I are here. Hey, everyone. I'm waiting for everyone to get in. I just wanted to see how many people are going to show up. Chico and I are here waiting for everyone to show up. Usually it takes about 10 minutes for people to get in here. So we'll just wait. Chico and I will wait with you guys. Good evening. How are you doing? Is it Teresa? How are you doing, Teresa? For some reason, my chat is not working. Give me a second. Let me refresh myself here. Get this chat going. There we go. There we go, Teresa. Hello, Denise. Hey, everyone. Make sure you let me know you're in here in the chat. Let me know you're in here in the chat so I can respond. I see like 10 people here. So far, 11. Now we're at 17. Everybody let me know. Where are you from? I posed a question at the top of the chat. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Is the question that I posed for you guys. So, do you guys have anything you guys are doing for Thanksgiving? And those of you that are in Canada, you've already had your Thanksgiving. Whoops, I just realized. There we go. Chico had his paw in my dress. Okay, Teresa, you're having surgery, so you canceled it this year. Okay, so you're going to be in the hospital during Thanksgiving Day? Maybe you get to celebrate your Thanksgiving in the hospital with turkey and dressing at the hospital. They do that, you know. All right. We have about 6 minutes before the okay. All right. All right. I get you, Teresa. All right. Well, Chico and I will be praying for you, Teresa. Hello, Ash. It's good to see you. Southern Illinois. All right. So what are you doing, Ash, for Thanksgiving? That's the question I posed at the beginning. I think it's pinned up there somewhere, the question. Chico and I say our prayers every morning together. Chico is learning so much, everyone. He is such a trooper, and he's eating well now. He's doing so well, and I wanted you guys to see that he is just totally comfortable with me now. He's doing a whole lot less shaking, and nervousness is almost gone. And if he starts shivering, I'm going to turn the air conditioner off next to me because it's blowing on me. It's funny because I need the air conditioner and he does not, so. Hello, Grandma Teresa. Good to see you. So we got two Teresas in here. We have Teresa and Grandma Teresa. All right. I'm going to put Chico in his bed, which is right behind my chair because he's starting to shiver. And we'll get this going. There you go, Chico. Lay down. There you go. All right. Let's have some coffee, everyone. This is decaf coffee that I have in the evening. I do have also my liquids, my drink, okay, that is electrolyte drink. I keep it next to me all the time. That and water. So let me ask you a question. How are you guys doing this evening? How are you doing? Because I am really interested in knowing how my viewers are doing each and every day. I will be leaving information for my contact down below in the description. After this is over and it gets uploaded, I'm also going to let you know that on all my videos I do leave a way for you to get in contact with me through my email that is linked to this YouTube channel. So if you have any questions or you want to say hello to me or you want to get in contact with me, you can do that via the email. Queen Bee. It's good to see you, Queen Bee. I'm doing better this week on keeping up with my meal plans and preps. As a matter of fact, I kept up with it until today. I'm finishing it up today. And yeah, so what I'm doing is, instead of preparing, I am writing down as I go, and that way I am adding up the carbs and the proteins as I go. And Chico is up underneath my feet. Chico, I need you to go back and lay down. He's a real puppy, okay? He is coming out of his shell, and he is getting into things. Like he's going to unplug my computer behind me. Chico. Go on, lay down. Good. Good boy. You're fine, Grandma Teresa. You're fine. As a matter of fact, this is the time I usually start. But I got ahead of myself today a little bit, and so I went ahead and turned the live on so that you guys would have time to notice it and recognize that I was live. And so I wanted to let you know that I am keeping up with my meal plans every week. And when I get off here, what I generally do is prepare myself for tomorrow. And yeah, that's what I generally do. Now, I do want to let you know that I'm going to get my glasses out. You know that chocolate shake that I like? And I give it to myself once a week? I moved it to Thursdays. I usually did it on Sundays, you know, as a treat for myself. But I moved it to Thursdays out of necessity because Thursday is the food bank haul. And I don't like having too much coffee or anything to eat or drink before I go to the food bank. And the reason is because I have to sit there for an hour and a half, and in the car with nowhere to go to the restroom. And so there have been times in the past that I have had to leave the line, go back home, go to the restroom, and then go back to the line and end up at the end of the line. And so I try really hard not to consume, but maybe a half a cup, maybe a cup of coffee in the morning before I go to the food bank. And I make sure that I go to the restroom before I leave. And some weeks I can tell you that the line is not so long, and other weeks it's quite long. Like the food bank that's going to be coming out, video that's going to be coming out soon, that I filmed this last Thursday, the line was not long at all at the food bank. And so the way that it works, this food bank, I think you're going to see the way it works. All right. And at the end of the day, if there's any food left over, that's why they don't want food left over at this particular food bank, is because it's in a parking lot. There's nowhere to store that food. And so it's not like in a building, like where you go to a food bank and, you know, go through it and stuff like that. That's not the way this food bank works. This food bank is a drive-through, and they have to give all the food away. And so I never know what I'm going to be getting. And so some weeks I have things that I can keep, and some weeks I don't. And but I'm blessing others along the way, so I do it. I do. And I have a family member that comes and helps me every week, pretty much every week. There are times when they can't, but pretty much every week they do. So my meal plan, I kept up, all right. And I did crack open the fish sticks that I got from the food bank. I did look at the carb count and the protein count, and if I am low on carbs for the day, at the end of the day, I can look and see how many carbs I've eaten for the day. And if I haven't eaten carbs for the day, then I can have those fish sticks. And so I'm keeping them, and I'm eating them, and I ate them once this week. That broccoli cheddar soup was so good, people. It was so good. I went through that. I froze it. I froze it up, but I kept like cutting sections off of it and heating it up in little 1-cup sections. And I went through that broccoli cheddar soup because it was so good. I also did a little, at the senior center, I could and do qualify for like a free meal every day at the senior center, Monday through Friday, if I wanted to. And I don't get the meals because I don't know what's in them. And so I don't know if I can have them on my new eating program. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure now I'm pretty sure that I cannot have them. because on Friday, when I was there for my exercise class, they had 3 of the meals left over. And so, because I qualify for it, they offered it to me, and I ate it. And it didn't like have a box because it was already heated up. They had taken it was a TV dinner, and so they had taken it out and heated it up, and so it was hot. And so when I ate it, I don't know how many carbs I had, but I can tell you the next day that even though my blood sugars were good, my ketones were still good, but they had significantly reduced. So that means that I had either more protein or more carbs prior. So now I understand that those meals are not something that I want to have on my meal plan. Okay, I was checking, and so I had it this week, one day on Friday, and I won't be doing it again. So one of the things that I also did is that I took a package of breakfast sausage and I cooked up the whole thing. And the reason is because I do like sausage in my eggs in the morning. And so instead of having sausage patties, what I'm doing is I cooked it all up, and I didn't have all the ingredients that I wanted to make sausage gravy is what I wanted to do, and biscuits, but I didn't have all the ingredients for everything. And so I just cooked that sausage up, and I was scrambling it with my eggs this week, and you'll see the videos coming out about that. Now I went over that. I went over the video that's coming out on the food bank. I also want to let you know that if you're interested, I do have a membership for this channel that is minimal. I think the lowest one is like less than $2 a month for you if you want to become a member of the channel. And I am working on a project that YouTube has offered me to do some member only videos, and so I'm letting you know ahead of time that I'm working on this project. So the members of this channel will have a section that is just member only videos, and so this project is, YouTube is paying me for it, so I'm looking forward to doing it, and I have to have the 2 videos done before December 17th. So I'm giving y'all a chance to get access to those videos if you're interested. Do you guys have any questions? We're about 18 minutes into the video, and I'm going to stop talking for a minute and have a little coffee. Do you guys have any questions? Next week I'm going to be doing some Timu videos for you and get those out for you. I've just been busy this month. I don't know what it is about this month that I've been really, really busy. And I think part of it is because, I'm going to be honest with you, my feet have been very extremely painful for over a couple of weeks now. Yesterday I went to get a pedicure done, and I had, you're fine, Cheryl, thank you for coming in. I had a pedicure done yesterday, and I pushed through it. She said that she would get it to where it wouldn't be painful for me anymore. And so I pushed through it, and she did a wonderful job on my feet. I woke up this morning, no pain. This lady that I see that does my feet, she does a wonderful job. Not only does she do nails and my feet, but she's also a masseuse, and her hands on my feet make that pain go away. And so I think I might end up, when I start feeling the pain in my feet, heading over to see her before it gets too bad, like I did this last couple of weeks. Is that I'm just gonna buckle down and head over to see her before it gets bad, when my feet start hurting. It had been 6 weeks since I had seen her, so I was well overdue. I try to go in every 4 weeks, once a month. But it had been 6 weeks. Like, I should have gone at the 1st of November, and I didn't. Yes, and it's not me taking medications for pain. It is a simple massage technique that she uses on my feet. That is amazing. I do want to let you know that I have really enjoyed, a viewer sent me some stevia that is like a cocoa stevia, and you put it in like your coffee, and so it makes like a mocha coffee, and I really have been enjoying that stevia mocha coffee really well. I also got some cold brew coffee from the food bank this week, and I think I'm going to go ahead and make me some iced coffee in the mornings. Maybe a mocha iced coffee in the mornings, so that so I can use up that cold brew. All right. Let me think. Is there anything else I wanted to? Oh, I did order. I am ordering. I have it in my Amazon. What do you call it? My Amazon folder. The cart. My Amazon cart. I have that thickening agent for the recipes that I didn't have. I went ahead and ordered one package of it so I can give it a try, and so I'm going to turn it in tomorrow. I wanted to give myself 24 hours to see if there's anything else that I wanted from Amazon before I place the order, and I'm going to order it tomorrow, and I have a video that I'm working on, that I'm going to be making a protein biscuit and protein-based gravy. So it's going to be biscuits and gravy one morning for breakfast that is protein-based, and I'm looking forward to it. With the cooler weather hitting in overnight, I am moving more towards getting some baking things done, like maybe some bread, tortillas, and biscuits. And so I can have my biscuits and gravy in the morning. I'm looking forward to that. Did any of y'all have any questions? Because I want to give you guys an opportunity to ask me questions today. I do see we have 21 people in here, 22, 23. And I want to welcome all of you in here, and I want to ask you to leave a message, a chat, in the chat for me. So that, now the chat is open for members only, so if you guys want to chat and leave a message in there, join the channel, subscribe. Please subscribe, because it helps me out. It gives you a chance to get to know who I am and enjoy my videos. 22 people in here. Hey, everyone. Gia, hello. Hi, Gia. It's good to see you, and I'm glad to see that you're in the chat. One of the things that I wanted to let you know is today I went, I don't know if you knew that um, I know, Gia, you've been around for a while. Good, Tina. I'm glad that you enjoy watching my new recipes. And I'm going to get more recipes going, I promise you. I just needed to settle down some things. Like, I needed to get Chico, making sure that he has been to a vet, that he's gotten all of his shots, that he's feeling well, that he's eating finally. And potty training a new puppy is taking up a lot of time right now. And so every 2 hours, I'm having to take him outside. And then around 4 to 5 o'clock in the evening, I pull his food up so that he does not need to go to the restroom until daylight tomorrow. And so this is an interesting time to be potty training a puppy when the days are getting shorter and shorter. Okay. And so he's learning really well. He is learning very well, but and he hasn't had any accidents in the house, which I'm really surprised at. um oh, thank you, Gia. And so I'm, I'm doing puppy training. I'm on puppy training. And another thing is that I used to sit on the porch and have coffee with Spice, outside with me. But Chico is very much a puppy, and he also is smaller than Spice was, and so he can fit through the slots in my porch. Remember, the porch was built around Spice, my pet, and so he could not get through. Chico is smaller by 5 pounds. He's 5 pounds smaller. And so he's tinier, so he can fit through the space between the railings on the porch. And so I can't allow him to do that because he'll dart out in the road, and we don't want that. We do not want that. So thank you so much, Gia. And yes, Chico is very sweet. He is such a sweet puppy, very shy. He is not typical Chihuahua. I'm going to get you, that little dog thinking big dog mentality. He's not that at all. He's very shy and timid. And so um, he does not like other people. I am trying to get him assimilated to, people and other dogs in the neighborhood and stuff. But he's so timid that when I'm outside and there's people, kids around or people around, he wants to go back inside. That's what he wants to do. He wants to avoid it. And so I'm working with that, working on that with him. So he doesn't need, I don't think he's going to need any, like I had a coupon to get a certain amount of money off of puppy training, but I'm not taking him to puppy training. I'm doing well on my own. Yeah, it's going to take some time. It is. It's going to take some time, but I have trained dogs before, so he's not my first rodeo. Okay. Y'all know I had Spice. And then growing up, I trained dogs. I had dogs, pet dogs. And so I had a few when I was in my 20s. Yeah, I had a few then, but with my ex-husband being in the military, taking pets with us was not an option. So, mm-hmm. um, like I said, I am looking forward to doing some cooking. And I was looking at the calendar. Matter of fact, let me flip over and look at the calendar. And let's talk about what is like, today is the 17th, okay? And that means that this week is the last week before Thanksgiving week. So think about that for a second, all right? This week is the last week before Thanksgiving week. This week coming up. So we literally have less than 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. And so I told you guys that I'm not going to be cooking ahead and showing you recipes and things like that for Thanksgiving, because I want to do, it is. I want to do like a Thanksgiving meal at my house, all right? And typically what I did last year and what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to make, last year I made a full-blown Thanksgiving meal at my house, and I sat down and had it with you guys. I want to do the same concept this year, is sit down at my dinner table with you guys and enjoy a Thanksgiving meal. I want to do that on Thanksgiving Day. Who knows? I might do a live on Thanksgiving. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to, because, people are going to be with their families instead of, wanting to be with me on my live. But I am going to do a video, and I'm going to do it on Thanksgiving, and you guys will get it a few days later. Let me ask y'all a question. Most of y'all are here. Most of my viewers that are regular viewers, would y'all watch a live on Thanksgiving Day and sit down at my table with me and have Thanksgiving? That's a good question. I might post it on my community page. And if I get enough votes, if I get enough people interested in me doing a dinner, Thanksgiving dinner live, and sit down with you guys and show you. I'm not going to cook the dinner live, but I am going to serve myself and sit down and have a chat with you. Okay, Tina. All right. I hear you, Teresa. Okay, because what I don't want is to do, to do a live and nobody show up. Okay. That's what I don't want. Okay. Because I realize that people should be with their family on that day. All right. They should. And I'm going to see also how it's going to work with me and my family as well. We haven't really contacted each other and seen how we're going to do it. I know with my family, with my side of the family, my mom and dad are both passed away, and my siblings, they have their own thing going with their own families, and so I get that. All right, they have their own, children and grandchildren, and they're doing that with their families, and I get that. And so I don't know what I'm going to be doing on the holidays myself. My ex-husband's side of the family, which I'm still very close with, they will be having a Thanksgiving, and I'm always invited to go and participate in their Thanksgiving. And I do contribute. I do make meals for them, like part of the meals. Typically what they want me to do on Thanksgiving and Christmas, these are the two recipes they want me to do, and they want me to do it every time. They want me to make the sweet potato casserole, which I can't have, but they want it. So I might do a sweet potato casserole. And they want me to do the green bean casserole. So They generally typically like for me to make those two things. And I typically go over there and enjoy a meal with them, say grace and do all that stuff. And and then I typically come back to the house. I may stay for an hour or two and then come back to the house because I only live like across the street basically from where they live. So, and that's true, Karen. There's a lot of churches that offer free Thanksgiving there, and it's not just for the poor. You're right. And those are events that are happening as well in my community, and I enjoy going to those functions as well. And so I may end up with myself going to several Thanksgiving dinners. And with doing that, plus I have my own. Remember, I plan to cook a turkey. And then on top of that, the community that I'm involved with may be giving me a free turkey this year for Thanksgiving. They typically do. And so I'll be getting a second Thanksgiving turkey free. And I don't mind it because I eat turkey year round. So turkey is one of those things that I will, I'll cook a turkey for Thanksgiving and then 6 months and eat off of it for 6 months. And then 6 months later, I'll cook a second turkey, in June or July. And so the community that I live in they are that giving, all right? And typically they have more turkeys than what they can give out. Now, think about that for a second, okay? That's exactly when I was working with them, that's exactly what would happen, is that they typically would get enough turkeys donated that they couldn't give that many away. So think about that for a second. That's what I do, is that I will cook for myself at my house. I will cook a whole turkey just for me, and then I take and package it up into quart-size portions, which is enough for maybe 2 to 4 meals. So I will put 12 ounces in a bag, and that's enough for 4 servings. And you see that I typically make meals up into 4 servings. I eat one, and then 3 of them go into the freezer, and I pull those out. So I typically do that. And so that's what I'm going to do with the whole turkey, is I'm going to divide it up into 12 ounces and bags. I will weigh them and vacuum seal them, label them, and I put them in my upright freezer next to my refrigerator. It's attached to my refrigerator, and I put them in that. And then that's a quick meal for me to just pull out in the morning and then let it thaw out. And you see me make turkey pot pies. I can't do that anymore. I may be able to do it just differently. And so those are things that I'm going to be thinking about and getting my head wrapped around, is cooking in a new way, and not just from mental memory and muscle memory that I've always done it. I'm looking forward to trying it in a different way, like making biscuits and gravy in the morning, but not using the typical flour. I'm going to be using almond flour instead. So it's going to be interesting for sure, how I think about preparing meals for the family as well as for myself. So, and how I go about enjoying being out and about with people in my community. and enjoying meals with them, sitting down and breaking bread with them, because that is a big thing here in the South, is that we like to sit down as a community and break bread with each other. We have meals after church. We have meals at the community center. We have meals at the senior center. We have meals that it's just a common thing in our community. And so me being able to go to functions like that and still remain on my eating program is going to be fun and interesting. That's a good idea, Cheryl. I got that one off of Amazon for $20 or $30, and then you just buy the bags separately. You can buy them in rolls, like what I'm showing you in my videos. I'm using up what I have, is what I'm doing, and or you can buy them already pre-cut and already sealed on the bottom, and all you have to do is label them, fill them up, and seal them up. Already pre-cut bags. And I think I'm going to be moving towards that more than the rolls, because it's just quicker and simpler for me to do it that way. And yeah, so Cheryl, that the one I have is the cheapest that I could get off of Amazon, and I've had it for years. I've had it for probably 3 or 4 years. So the more I use it, the quicker it's going to wear out, all right? But it's doing fine right now. So anyway, so do y'all have any questions? I do enjoy having these Sunday chats with you guys. Oh, Tina, you have that that vacuum sealer that I have, and it was given to you, so somebody else used it, or was it given to you as a gift, brand new? And I love my vacuum sealer. My mom always had a vacuum sealer. She always vacuum sealed all of the produce that we put in the freezer, and also all of the meats that we put in the freezer. We raised our own cows, okay, and had them processed. And so we bought pigs. We did not have pigs, but we bought pigs and had them processed. We had our own chickens, and we processed our own chickens out on the farm. It was new and they didn't like it. Okay, I got you. And rabbits. We ate rabbit as kids. My brother raised rabbits. He did it for, I think, the FFA, and entered in contests for the FFA. And he chose one rabbit every year out of the many rabbits that he raised. So I had a brother that enjoyed raising rabbits, and so, and they processed the pelts off of the rabbits and sold the pelts. My brother and my dad worked together on that. Kind of a project where my brother earned money off of it. So, all right, some coffee. I would do lives with you guys on in cooking and stuff like that, but to be honest, I don't have a camera. I use my phone for everything, and right now, the money that I get from YouTube is spent on taking care of Chico, because you guys encouraged me to adopt Chico, and so that's why I am making him a part of this channel, is so that YouTube can pay for his medical needs and his shots and his medications and stuff like that. And so maybe in the future I will get like a GoPro or a camera or something like that, where I can, like, I see people out there, with with the camera hanging around their neck, and they go shopping, and so you can see people, you know, shopping and stuff like that, and showing prices. I try to do that with you guys as much as I possibly can when I'm out and about shopping. Walmart is too big for me right now. We have a big super center, Walmart, and so it's too big for me to kind of walk right now. I'm doing as much walking as I can. The less that my feet hurt, the more I can walk. Does that make sense? And I'm getting out and walking in the neighborhood now, which I wasn't doing before. And I had, you know, one or two viewers that was telling me, you need to get out there and walk. Okay, I'm trying, okay? But, you know, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm getting out. And you're right, Tina. It's one step at a time. It's one step at a time, and that's what I'm doing. One step at a time. I'll get there. I'm going twice a week to exercise classes now. Even on days when I don't feel like going, when my feet are hurting like crazy, I pushed through this last Friday at my exercise class, and that video is coming up, or you've already seen it, one or the other. And I pushed through it. I didn't want to go, but I did. I pushed myself to it, and yeah, so it's a challenge. And so the more you guys encourage me, go to the classes, Suzzie, go to the classes, the more I'll go. And I might even, like this class is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm only going Wednesday and Friday because Monday I do housework. And so I do it all in the morning. I've gotten to the point where I can get all of the housework done in the morning. And then I sit down and have something for breakfast. So as I get better at it, I might be able to get all the housework done in maybe an hour or two. And then I can sit down and have breakfast, chill out, and then go to exercise class on Mondays. I know that the people in the exercise class, are encouraging me to show up on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They want me there. They enjoy me being there. And so who knows what I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks. You know, with the holidays coming around too also. I do know that this next week I'm going to be filming a lot of what do they call it? Temu haul. I have a Temu haul and some Temu videos that I need to get out. I also have one from Oriental Trading that I received. I think it was $20 free. A gift card for $20 free. So I ordered $20 worth of merchandise from Oriental Trading. Oriental Trading is not sponsoring the video at all. I get that $20 coupon sporadically every year. It's either one that is on Easter time or Christmas time or Thanksgiving time. And part of it is because for years, I ordered for my classroom all of my prize bucks. You know, my treasure chest that I had in my classroom for my students to be able to earn the right to go to the treasure chest for doing their work and completing all their activities in the class and stuff like that. And so I bought all of my supplies from Oriental Trading. I also bought classroom activities, like they could, if they got finished with their work and completed their work properly with 100%, then they earned a craft that they could sit down and do in class. And so all of the craft supplies I used to get from Oriental Trading because it was cheaper than going to, you know, like the shops, the craft shops and stuff like that. Oriental Trading had all kinds of kids crafts that were reasonable and that I could keep available for my students for when they completed class work in the class and did it properly. And so for that, because I ordered so much throughout my career, the whole 22 years I taught. They send me a $20 gift card. So I got to spend a $20 gift card at Oriental Trading. And so I'm going to show you that haul as well. Yes, Karen, people do need to remember that Thanksgiving and Christmas is all about family and friends and getting together and celebrating. And you don't have to stick to traditional meals. And you're right about that. Now, on my eating plan, turkey is completely allowed, okay? So I have a recipe for green beans are allowed as well. So I have a recipe for green beans, for green bean casserole. And it is keto friendly. So I'm looking forward to maybe trying to make a green bean casserole that is keto friendly. And if I get the recipe and look at the ingredients on it and see, how much of the ingredients, I might not only make me one for the house, but also make one for my family, because that's one of the things that they ask for every year. And I do switch it up. They want me to make the green bean casserole, and I do switch it up. I don't always put the exact same ingredients in my green bean casserole, because sometimes it's about using what you have. And that's why I have that section in my videos, using what you have. Sometimes cream of mushroom soup was not on my shelf. It was cream of chicken, or it was cream of celery that was on my shelf. And that's what went into it. Okay. The green bean casserole. So, and the sweet potato casserole is something that they always want to. They love the marshmallows on top of that casserole. Okay. And so I will see what I come up with. And I'm going to ask my family before I bring meals, because I'm going to tell you this, that a lot of my family members are diabetics. And so I'm going to ask them if it's okay if I bring diabetic friendly meal sides. And I can still make the green bean casserole. It may not be a sweet potato casserole, but it'll be something on the side besides the sweet potato casserole. So I'm going to have to ask them. And I got to get on the ball, because I've been busy this month and I haven't asked them. They also like me to bring fresh rolls. All right. Oh, yes, I have done that too, Teresa. Instead of green bean casserole, I have done just fresh green beans. I have cooked up fresh green beans, because I like my green beans with seasonings and with bacon, fresh bacon. That's the way I like my green beans. And I thought, you know what? I might do that. Instead of green beans casserole, I might just do a batch of green beans. Okay. Anyone else have any questions? Anyone else have any questions? I had to take care of a little issue there. It was an inappropriate question. I appreciate you guys coming out and spending the evening with me. It's been 45 minutes. It's almost been an hour, as a matter of fact. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. It's time. So Oh, my weekly report, Teresa. You want to see it? Give me a minute. I'll look it up. I sure will. Let me find it. I will give you my weekly report, everyone. Let me get in there and find it. Give me a second. Um, okay, it says last Monday. Yeah. I'll be getting a new one tomorrow, by the way. But, and I did cover it on a video. So watch my videos because I do cover them on my videos. And it may be getting released real soon or it may be already released. I'm not sure. All right, so last week, November 4th through the 10th, which tomorrow will be day 7, and I'll get a new one. So last week, my A1C was between 6 and 6.4. It seems to be really steady right there. And so I am steady in the into that range, and it is below the type 2 diabetes threshold because the type 2 diabetes threshold is 6.5. And so I am below that level off medication. So I'm very proud of that number. My fasting glucose, which is the morning one, was 139 average for last week. My ketones were at 1.5. And I don't tell you guys my weight because, quite frankly, it's none of your business, okay? I can tell you that last week I did gain 0.2 pounds. A little bit, okay? I gained a little bit. It could be water, it could be fluid. Who knows? But I look at the overall picture and know that I have lost 29.1 pounds. And so that's what I'm happy with. Losing weight is a bonus. The primary reason that I did this is because I wanted my glucose A1C to go down. And that's what's happening. It's going down. I wanted my glucose in the morning reading to go down and without medication. And that's what's happening. I wanted my midday glucose levels to be going down, and that is what is happening. And it also tells me that I have had one day below the diabetes threshold, which is readings under 126. And so for my glucose, that is my goal, is to get all of my readings under 126. That's my goal. All of them. Am I there yet? No. But I will be there. So that's my readings for this week. And so I hope that helps you. And I want to thank you guys for joining me for this evening's chat and questions and answers. And I want you guys to be blessed. And I will see you guys next Sunday live. And I want to thank you guys for blessing me each and every day, because you do. And please do me a favor and go down below underneath once this is processed and leave a comment underneath here. Not only do that, but you were here, but also if you will just let it run in the background after it's processed. Let it run a second time in the background. You don't have to watch it. And it helps. It gives me more hours and more time. And so primarily the money that I'm earning right now is off of you guys watching my videos. And I appreciate it. Okay? You guys be blessed. Because you guys bless me and Chico each and every day. And I will see you guys next week. Next Sunday.